March is Women's History Month. Each week, KIMT News 3's Alex Dieterer is highlighting influential women in our area. She spoke with a cardiologist at Mayo Clinic about how she overcame the odds and is now an inspiration for young women in the medical field.
As of 2022, 16% of all cardiology physicians were women. That's according to Statista. And only 33% of all researchers were women. That's according to the United Nations. When she was just 5 years old, Mayo Clinic cardiologist Dr. Martha Grogan remembers getting into an argument with her mother because 5-year-old Grogan didn't think women could be physicians.
She told me, no, I worked with women doctors. My mom worked at Cincinnati Hospital for Children. She ran the hematology lab. So she had worked with women physicians.
And then Dr. Grogan became just that, a woman physician. She developed interests in science and physiology and eventually ended up at the Mayo Clinic.
When I was a medicine resident, there were no women on staff in cardiology at Mayo Clinic, and there were no women fellows. But I was very interested in cardiology.
Dr. Grogan says most of her mentors were men who knew women had a place in medicine and supported her.
I think the biggest thing in medicine is to be inclusive. And I think that, children growing up now and students, high school students, will be able to see really that there's not a stereotype of who can be a doctor.
She says diversity in medicine comes down to access to education and access to role models.
Cardiology has actually been on the forefront of including women in cardiology at Mayo Clinic and a lot more role models. So I think it's much easier for people to see that there are these opportunities. Sometimes on the hospital service, you see a whole team full of women. And that wasn't the case when I first came to Mayo Clinic back here in 1984.
In Rochester, Alex Dieterer, KIMT News 3.
Next week, we'll wrap up our series for Women's History Month.